Hey everyone, and welcome back to The Right Brain. I'm your host, and today we're diving deep into the world of AI, specifically how it might just reshape our future. Now I know what you're thinking, AI again. But trust me, this one's different. We're taking a cue from the automotive world and exploring this idea that ChatGPT, for all its hype, is just the Model T of artificial intelligence. To help us unpack this intriguing concept, we've got the perfect guest, a true expert in the field who just published a fascinating article on this very topic. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Okay, so let's get right to it. Your article has sparked quite a bit of conversation, and I have to admit the Model T comparison really caught my eye. For our listeners who might not be car enthusiasts, break it down for us. Why is ChatGPT being compared to the Model T Ford?
Well, think back to the early 1900s when the Model T first hit the scene. It was revolutionary. The first mass-produced automobile making car ownership possible for the everyday person. But let's be real, it was also pretty basic. It required a crank to start out. You practically needed to be a mechanic to keep it running. And let's not even talk about those top speeds.
Yeah, not exactly a Tesla.
Exactly. But here's the thing. The Model T, for all its limitations, paved the way for everything that came after. It fundamentally changed how we lived, worked, and interacted with the world. And that's where the comparison to ChatGPT comes in.
I'm starting to see the connection. So you're saying ChatGPT is like the Model T of AI. Groundbreaking, but still in its early stages.
Precisely. It's amazing what ChatGPT can do, don't get me wrong. Generating text, translating languages, even writing code, it's all incredibly impressive. But just like that Model T required a lot of manual effort, current AI still needs a lot of human input and guidance to truly shine.
It's funny you say that because I recently tried using an AI tool to write a social media post for the show. Let's just say I spent more time editing and rewriting than if I had just written it myself. It's definitely powerful, but it's not quite ready to take the wheel on its own.
There you go. That's a perfect example of what I'm talking about. We're in the exciting yet somewhat clunky early stages of AI development.
So if we're in the Model T era of AI, what's next?
Yeah.
What kind of transformations can we expect to see as this technology evolves?
Well, if we stick with this car analogy, the future of AI is going to be a pretty incredible ride. Just like the Model T led to the development of suburbs, transformed industries, and even changed how we perceive time and distance, AI has the potential to reshape our world in profound ways.
Okay, I'm buckling up. Give us a sneak peek into the future. What's on the horizon for AI in the coming years?
Well, let's say over the next 5 to 10 years, we can expect AI to become much more specialized and integrated into various industries. Think of it like cars evolving into different models for specific purposes. Trucks for hauling sports cars for speed. We'll see the rise of AI that's incredibly adept at specific tasks within fields like healthcare, education, and finance.
So instead of a general-purpose AI like ChatGPT, we're talking about specialized AI for every niche. That's fascinating.
Exactly. Imagine AI that can diagnose diseases with pinpoint accuracy or personalized education for every student's unique learning style. The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing.
It sounds like AI is going to become less of a novelty and more of a crucial tool in various professions.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the next stage, mass adoption.
Bring on the AI revolution.
Well, maybe not a full-blown revolution, but within the next 10 to 15 years, AI is likely to become as commonplace as smartphones are today. It'll be seamlessly integrated into almost every aspect of our lives with specialized tools for just about everything you can imagine.
So we're talking AI assistants that manage our schedules, help us with our taxes, and maybe even write our emails for us.
You got it. Imagine the incredible boost in productivity and the amount of free time we could all have.
More time for podcasts, perhaps. I'm all for that.
Exactly. More time for the things we love. But of course, with increased integration comes the need for responsible use and regulation. We might even see the emergence of AI licenses, similar to driver's licenses, to ensure that people understand how to use these powerful tools safely and ethically.
Wait, AI licenses? That's a thought-provoking idea. So you're saying we might need to pass a test before we can use certain AI tools?
It's not outside the realm of possibility. As AI becomes more integrated into our lives, we need to ensure it's used responsibly.
Oh, yeah, things are getting really interesting now. We've got specialized AI mass adoption and maybe even AI licenses. What's next on this wild ride?
Well, fasten your seatbelts because the next phase is where AI truly starts to get futuristic. In about 15 to 20 years, we could witness the rise of interconnected AI networks. Picture a world where AI systems are constantly communicating with each other, sharing information and learning from one another at an incredible pace.
It's like an internet of AI, where these systems are all linked together.
Precisely, think about the transformative impact of the interstate highway system. It connected communities, boosted commerce, and made it easier to get around. Now imagine that same level of interconnectedness, but for artificial intelligence.
Whoa, that's a powerful image. AI highways, crisscrossing the globe, connecting minds and machines. What kind of impact could these interconnected AI networks have on society?
The possibilities are truly vast. Imagine AI helping to bridge language barriers in real time, facilitating seamless international collaborations, and connecting remote communities to educational and economic opportunities that were previously inaccessible.
It's like taking globalization to a whole new level.
Exactly. We could see a world where knowledge and innovation flow freely across borders, fueled by the collective intelligence of interconnected AI networks.
Okay, I'm officially mind blown. But let's take this even further. What happens when these AI networks become even more sophisticated? Do we eventually reach a point where AI can operate autonomously, making decisions and taking actions without human intervention?
That's a question that takes us about 20 to 30 years into the future. But yes, the next stage of AI evolution could involve a shift from simply using AI tools to actually collaborating with them as partners.
Partners, you mean like having an AI colleague working alongside us?
Think of it as having an incredibly competent and always-on AI co-pilot that can assist with complex tasks, analyze data, and even offer creative solutions, all while operating within parameters set by humans.
So it's not about AI replacing humans, but rather augmenting our capabilities and making us more efficient.
Precisely, it's about harnessing the power of AI to help us do what we do best, but even better. It's like having a superpowered research assistant that can sift through mountains of information and present you with the most relevant insights. Or a creative partner that can help you brainstorm ideas and generate novel concepts.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But I have to ask, where do we draw the line? How do we ensure that AI remains a tool that we control rather than the other way around?
That's where the concept of human-centered AI becomes critical. It's about designing and developing AI systems that align with human values, prioritize ethical considerations, and ultimately serve to enhance our well-being rather than diminish it.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but about the intentions behind its creation and the safeguards we put in place to guide its development.
Absolutely. It's about ensuring that AI remains a force for good in the world and a tool that empowers humanity rather than enslaves it.
Okay, we've covered a lot of ground here, from the Model T to interconnected AI networks and AI co-pilots. It's clear that the future of artificial intelligence is going to be a remarkable journey full of both incredible opportunities and potential challenges. But let's shift gears for a moment and bring things back down to earth. What are some of the tangible impacts AI is already having on our world today?
Well, just like the automobile led to a wave of unforeseen changes, from the rise of suburbs to the creation of entirely new industries, AI is already shaking things up in some pretty profound ways. For starters, we're seeing the emergence of entirely new sectors focused on developing, regulating, and integrating AI into our lives.
So kind of like how the car industry spawned gas stations, repair shops, and even drive-through restaurants.
Exactly. We're seeing companies popping up that specialize in everything from AI ethics and safety to personalized AI coaching and even AI-powered marketing. It's a whole new ecosystem emerging around this technology.
That's fascinating. It sounds like AI is not only changing the way we live, but also creating entirely new career paths and economic opportunities. What about the impact on existing jobs? There's a lot of concern about AI leading to widespread job displacement. How do you see that playing out?
It's true that some jobs, particularly those involving repetitive tasks or data analysis, are likely to be automated as AI becomes more sophisticated. But just as the Industrial Revolution led to the creation of entirely new types of jobs, the AI revolution is likely to spawn new professions that we can't even imagine yet.
So it's not necessarily a case of humans versus machines, but rather a shift in the types of skills that will be in demand.
Exactly. The key will be adaptability, lifelong learning, and a willingness to embrace new ways of working alongside AI. We'll need to focus on developing uniquely human skills like critical thinking, creativity, and emotional intelligence, the things that machines, at least for now, can't replicate.
It sounds like navigating the future of work in an AI-driven world will require a pretty significant shift in mindset and education. What are some other societal impacts we should be thinking about as AI continues to evolve?
One of the biggest challenges and opportunities presented by AI is its potential impact on access to information and knowledge. Just as the printing press democratized knowledge by making books widely available, AI has the potential to make specialized information and expertise accessible to people around the globe.
That's an incredibly powerful idea. AI could break down barriers to education,
Yeah.
empower individuals with knowledge, and even level the playing field in fields like healthcare and law, where access to specialized information is critical.
Precisely, but it also raises concerns about the potential for algorithmic bias, data privacy, and the concentration of power in the hands of those who control these AI systems.
So it's like any powerful tool, it can be used for good or for ill, depending on the intentions of those who wield it.
Exactly. That's why it's crucial that we have open and honest conversations about the ethical implications of AI, develop robust regulations and safeguards, and ensure that its development and deployment are guided by principles of fairness, transparency, and accountability.
It sounds like we're not just building new technologies, but shaping the very fabric of our future society with AI.
You hit the nail on the head. The choices we make today about how we develop and use AI will have far-reaching consequences for generations to come. It's a responsibility we can't take lightly.
We've covered so much ground today and explored some truly mind-expanding ideas about the future of AI. But before we wrap up, I'm curious to get your personal take on the big picture. What excites you the most about the future of AI and what keeps you up at night?
What excites me the most is the sheer potential of AI to solve some of humanity's greatest challenges. Imagine a world where AI helps us combat climate change, uh, develop cures for diseases, and create a more equitable and sustainable society. The possibilities are truly inspiring.
AI is a force for good. I love that vision. But you mentioned something that keeps you up at night. What are some of the potential downsides or risks associated with AI that we need to be mindful of?
One of the biggest concerns is the potential for unintended consequences. As AI systems become more complex and autonomous, it becomes increasingly difficult to predict how they will behave in all situations. We need to be incredibly cautious about deploying AI in critical domains like healthcare or transportation without robust safeguards and ethical considerations.
So it's not just about the technology itself, but also about the human element, the values we embed in these systems, and the oversight we provide to ensure they're used responsibly.
Absolutely. Another concern is the potential for AI to exacerbate existing inequalities. If AI systems are trained on biased data or designed without considering the needs of diverse populations, they could perpetuate or even amplify societal injustices.
That's a crucial point. We need to ensure that AI is developed and deployed in a way that benefits all of humanity, not just a select few. It sounds like we have a lot of work to do to ensure that AI is used ethically and responsibly.
We do, but I'm optimistic. We're having these conversations now, which means we're aware of the potential pitfalls and can work proactively to mitigate them. The future of AI is not predetermined, it's something we are shaping together.
That's a powerful message. It's not about surrendering to some inevitable technological future, but rather actively participating in shaping the role AI will play in our lives.
Exactly. And that's why it's so important for everyone to engage in these conversations, ask tough questions, and demand that AI be developed in a way that aligns with our shared values.
So to our listeners out there, stay curious, stay informed, and stay engaged. The future of AI is in our hands.
Well said. The future is unwritten, and we have the power to write a story that benefits all of humanity.
This has been an incredible conversation. Thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your insights. I know our listeners will find this discussion thought-provoking and inspiring.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to The Right Brain. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI, be sure to subscribe to our show and leave us a review. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your minds open to the endless possibilities of the